you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right, cool. So we're playing a new game. This is all Clayton's doing. He got a code for this. I don't know how, but he got a code.
I have my ways.
Okay, boss. Sorry, Booth Daddy.
Yeah.
It's called Hokko Life,
Yeah.
and I know nothing about it. And we had a quick scene where we were riding on a train, and here
That's
we
it.
are. I've had nothing else to tell me what the fuck to do.
The entire introduction.
So-
Train.
Destinations currently unavailable. Cool. So we're gonna fucking figure out how to play this game.
Live your Hokko life. I just don't know what Hokko is. Is it short for Hokkaido or something like that? This does not look like Hokkaido.
Open to guests 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5. Oh, that's fucking. I'm never gonna remember that.
Oh, we got a Majora's Mask situation. Things are only open from certain times.
Yeah. Look up Hokko and see what it means. Okay, well, there's a tree in the middle of the road there. Oh, I guess it's open right now. I didn't even say, oh my god! There's a giraffe and an elephant. Oma. Welcome, welcome. Well, looks like it's still raining out there. Aye. Oi. Take a seat. Relax a bit. Okay, so we have like an Animal Crossing vibe with the characters here. Oh, perhaps a hot drink to warm you up? A tea, please. Just a moment. I hope we have money. If not, this is going to get awkward. Well, well.
The only existence of the word Hokko is in this game. It's just the name of the city that you're in.
So no idea where it comes from.
No, it's just a word that they made up.
Cool. I like it. It's not every day we see a new face in town. I hope your journey wasn't too wet. We really have had some terrible weather lately. You're not wrong there. I don't suppose you brought some sunshine with you on your trip here. Yeah.
Is sunshine drugs? Are they talking about drugs?
I don't know. Here you go, my
Playing in the
dear.
sun.
I'm Oma, by the way, and this is Moss. It's lovely to see a new face in town. You said that. What's your name, dearie? Oh, I get to put my name.
Hokko.
Hokko. Ah, Doodle.
I'm
What
Coco
a
from
lovely
Hokko.
name. Oh, Coco. Way down in Coco. Pleased to meet you, Doodle. I don't suppose you've sorted out somewhere to stay tonight. Nope. Got no clue. I am girl. Don't be silly. They can stay here. They. I'm not. They.
Well, you haven't
I've got an old room upstairs.
you haven't established your gender to them.
I have not picked a gender either.
That's why I say they're staying they. So.
Might be a bit dusty, but, well, a little dust never hurt anyone, eh? I'm sure the spiders would enjoy the company. Ah, it's a pass.
Your
Shush you.
the elephant is wearing a gi. I just realized.
Yeah, and then Moss is wearing, like, an apron that looks like they work in some kind of...
A welder's apron.
Exactly
Or
what
a
I was
woodworker's
thinking.
apron.
But they also have a tie on, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm real confused about their job.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore Moss now. It's lovely, I'm sure. Now then, how come you ended up here then, eh? Because this dialogue doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. Quinn says, speaking of Majora's Mask, I'm watching Matt's VOD of his Ocarina and Majora randomizer, and it's nuts.
I bet it is. Majora's nuts enough on its own.
Sorry, never mind. I'm immature. Professor Oak would not be pleased. No, he wouldn't. Wanted a change. How lovely. Well, a change of scenery is good once in a while, I say. God, I hate this I. Aye, that's true. It's very much a slower pace of life here. Suits me just fine. Ah, Moss here runs the store across the street. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. That outfit makes sense now. I'm quitting. It's not much, but I like to think it's got everything one could need. It's a bit
I think that's a
presumptuous.
rice cooker in the back room. I
Oh,
believe
for
this
sure.
is maybe a sushi stand.
I mean, that knife and board absolutely looks like a board for rolling and cutting sushi.
Yeah. He's got like salt and pepper grinders.
That's what I was just looking at the tables. I was hoping I could see more. And then there's bamboo in the back corner.
Yeah.
It's a very confusing
We're
restaurant.
a little bit all over the place, yeah.
A little bit. A little bit. That reminds me, Moss. I need to sort out some new roof tiles. A few blew off last night in the storm. I'm sure I've got something laying around that'll do the job. Not having much confidence in Moss's store right now. Just fair warning.
Roof tiles. I told you what I need. I don't need something that'll do the job. I just need roof tiles.
Wonderful! Okay, your standards. Oh my, listen to us chatting on about this and that. It can't be very interesting for you at all, my dear. Yeah. Also, I do that because of the sound it makes. That just makes me think that. I'm sure they're just happy to get in out of the rain, aren't you, youngin'? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I am, sir. Ha-ha! Yeah. Well, now, I think I need to be heading off. Yeah, go open your fucking store up, bro. I try to go there first.
You're bleeding money.
Aye. It's getting late. I'll be shutting up soon, too, I reckon.
I reckon.
Could you supply it? Oh, you can head on up when you're ready, Doodle. Your room is just upstairs through the back door there. I'm sure I'll speak to you again tomorrow, Doodle. But until then, sleep well. The time has not progressed. It's still 20:30. I find that important to note. Tiny fridge.
You have one ball coin.
Just kind of hoping I could look around in there, but I can't. Oh. Get some sleep by interacting with beds. Oh yeah, look at this flooring in that bed. Yeah, this is very much Asian styled
The
house.
Tommy flooring.
Beds allow you to take a nap for a few hours or sleep until the following day. It's getting late, so this time you'll automatically sleep until tomorrow. So speaking of storms, we actually had a pretty bad storm here.
Yeah, we did.
Tuesday. I mean, we had multiple tornado warnings in our area, and which means I was, around the house listening for any noises. Had all the cat carriers created.
Listening for trains.
Listening for trains, and it rained and rained and rained, which I loved, and I didn't think it was that much rain until I was like, shit, I should go out and deal with, because it was trash and recycling day, so we had taken the trash and recycling out the night before. Sorry, that's Clayton's job now. Clayton did. I'm going to give him credit. And so I was like, well, I know the trash ran this morning before all this started shit hitting the fan. And I looked out the window, and the street was a fucking disaster zone. Everyone's trash can that had been emptied was tipped over. One of them, I'm pretty sure, was a couple of neighbors down to the left's trash can, but I wasn't sure. It was definitely over to the right side of our house at that point. And the recycling bins, which most, like the city's given recycling bins are like your standard ones where they're just basically a bin with no lid, which I think is the stupidest design ever. Literally, you're putting recycling in there, which I would say a good chunk of recycling consists of paper products. So let's give out bins that have no lids. That makes sense. But everyone does it. So we actually have 2 recycling bins. We have the one the city gave us, and then we went and bought a bin. It's a big bin, like almost like it's a trash can with
Big
a lid
Ben.
on it. Big bin. Dong ding dong. Well, the recycling bin from someone, I have no idea whose house, because again, they're all standard, had floated to in front of our house. There's no one that lives across the street from us. It's a little tiny little like park area. Like basically they didn't have room to put a house there, so they just put a little bit of grass and some flowers and 2 sets of tables. But someone's recycling bin had blown because they didn't have enough weight in there to handle the wind that came and the rushing flood of water. Like, I'm not kidding you. When I stepped off our driveway into the street to clean up all this mess in the rain, it was still raining at this point. It was past my ankles. It was probably 2 foot deep of water. And it had such a strong current to it that the trash, people's recycling that had blown out of their bins, had come up against my trash can and recycling bin. And then when I moved those first, not thinking this was a current from hell, the trash just started flying down the fucking current down the street. So here I am with my big ass umbrella in the rain, in house clothes, because I didn't think this was going to be a whole thing when I went out, right down the street trying to catch the recycling in the fucking current. This is not my fucking recycling. And I'm cleaning up all my yard and our neighbor's yard that I like, and then the street from all the recycling. And I brought in our bin, because then I had to go get our bin that didn't have a lid and put everyone else's recycling in it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to leave this back out. It's just going to fucking blow away again. Also, it's not heavy enough. The stream would just fucking gone. It would take it the whole damn bin. That's how strong the stream it was. I should have just gone out of bathing suit. It would have made more fucking sense. My clothes were wet when I came back in. Thankfully, I was like, I'm not bothering with shoes. So I didn't put shoes on before I went into the water. I was like, that's just going to soak them. So yeah, that was fun. I think my mom actually did that once to take out the trash when it was storming. That's a very Florida move, man. That is a Florida move. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Great. Only had a couple spiders that freaked me out and made me scream in the middle of the night. Lovely. It looks like you brought the nice weather with you, my dear. It's a lovely sunny day out there. Moss even managed to clear the fallen tree. Oh, so now you can go and explore the rest of the village if you like. I'm sure you're dying to meet the other villagers, and I bet they'll be happy to see a new face. By the way, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need. I don't get that many guests at the moment. Oh, and if you need somewhere to store your things, you can use the chest of drawers in the room. You're very welcome, my dear. Just head along the path north if you'd like to see the rest of town. So this must be my inventory. Okay. 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 Cool. Is there a crooked tanuki running this place? I left the house later in the day after all the tornado warnings and all the rain had stopped. Oh, this is a shrine. I need to get stone, slabs, and clays.
What's that?
Yeah. World shrines. Oh, I need to get 10 of you. That's a lot. I don't think I can handle 10 of you. Oh, fuck.
Good luck, lady.
World shrines allow you to quickly travel between different areas in the map. Oh, that's gonna be a need to do as soon as possible. So I left the house and oh my god. There's like a bridge not too far from our house, like a tiny little bridge, like just where it's like a basically a flood off zone because they have so much flooding in this area. And there's one literally in each direction when you leave our house.
Enough details about where we live.
Sorry. There's like there's literally a million of these in the whole fucking Houston. It's Houston. It floods everywhere in Houston. I can't put the video up because obviously it would show too much details about where we live, and Clayton's obviously not okay with that. But let's just say, normally you can go under the bridge. Like there's literally like a concreted path that makes this like literally like a walking area. They've made this like a green zone next to a flooding area. Chris says I'm narrowing your location down right now. Let's just say the water from that 1 days of rain was so high that it was almost to the bottom of the bridge. There was no going under that. It was all covered in water. There was nothing else. It was insanely high water. Quinn says there's neighbors and a bridge. I'm so close. So this is Pip the pig. And I'm really not sure I I stand Pip's choice of clothing.
Ah, he's a basketball player.
These shorts are just a little too short for me.
Ah.
A little extra length on that one. Erg. Hi. I fell asleep under a tree, and when I woke up, my red scarf wasn't where I put it. I started looking for it, but this place is so big and I'm hungry. Oh wow, that's great. Maybe I can just take a little nap while you look? No sense in two people searching. Now where's a good napping spot? Yeah. I don't think he does a lot of basketball in that outfit. This takes me to the sea. I assume all these like trees and these wooden logs are going to be things that I'm going to be able to probably chop for resources at some point.
I imagine so.
Do I have a map? I have no map. No M for map coming up yet. Tall grass. I can pick tall grass. That's a dilapidated home. That house also is not looking hot. Oh, I can go in here. Toggle indoor lights. Okay. I'm getting a very much Animal Crossing feel now. Oh, that's a burger. The Chesterfield sofa. Can't turn the TV on. Yeah, can we sleep here? Oh! Cool. You can sleep in someone else's room. I know, right? It's so nice of them. How'd they know I wanted a burger?
He does want a burger.
I do want a burger. Okay, so I think my only option is to go to the sea. Fish. There's shadows in the water of fish, which means I'm going to be able to catch fish at some point, which also probably means I'm going to be able to catch all these damn butterflies I keep seeing everywhere. Oh, I can zoom out. Oh.
Is that your scroll wheel?
Yeah. That's as zoomed out as it gets, though.
That was not much.
No. Look at the shell. Can I pick up the shell? No.
It looks like an asset.
It does. I bet you something I'm going to need like a shovel or something.
Right.
Oh, now there's a little path I can get up there. Butterfly. Fish. Brine. Can't go in the water. Oh! I walk over it and I just collected it.
Oh, all right then.
I also collected some brown leaves. Not really sure I wanted to collect brown leaves. Origin makes me scared. Oh, dock for fishing. Yep, just walk right over it. Okay, so I'm going to be able to at some point get sand and shells. Here, I have 2 shells. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, I didn't see anywhere else to go from the sea. Oh, this is the new person. Home of Ren. I don't know where I'll find sand. I need a shovel. Hi, Ren. Nice. A new face in town. That's cool. Ren here.
Stole your seat.
Surfing or skating today? Maybe both. Okay, well, Ren? Lovely conversation. Very entertaining, sir. All right, Pip. This is workshop, and it is locked.
The Steam Workshop?
Yeah, Steam Workshop.
Do we get Optimus Prime in this game?
Oh, please no. Can't go in that house. Been in that house. Oh, wait, hold on. I saw something red for a second there. I have a lost scarf. That was very difficult to see, I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
There you are. Hey, what's up, Pip? Found it! Oh, wow. That's, like, great. Now I can get back to my nap.
Priorities with Pip.
All right, return to Oma. Is the shop open? Don't even know the times of it. Don't think that dude's doing so. Moss isn't doing so well.
I'm trying to think that shop is a mob front.
Well, hello there, dearie. How was everyone? Was that everyone? I don't think you can call this a town. Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
I'm
No, I've
looking at
been-
these, your text options, like
Uh-huh.
your responses and the way that the color scrolls. I just keep looking at it. I was like, I could make that in vMix. I know exactly how to make that animation.
Oh, you're such a nerd for VMix now.
Yeah, I'm learning about colors. I finally figured out how to make vMix do color stuff.
Yay! I'm so proud of you. At 39 years old, you learned colors.
Play your freaking game.
I've been chatting with Moss a little bit, and we were thinking... Hi! Hey, Steve, what's up? If you like it here and maybe wanted to stay a bit longer, how about we fix you up somewhere proper to live? Wonderful. Now then, you may have seen them, but there are 2 houses in the village that haven't been lived in for a while. And, well, could do with a bit of fixing up. We don't think it'll take much, so if you're interested, we could see about getting some resources together and turn one of them into a lovely new home for you. How does that sound? Oh, how splendid! I spotted a bunch of branches and debris around them last time I was up there, so maybe it's best if we start by clearing all that mess away first. Can you go and speak to Moss and see if he has any ideas? That's a good kid. Oh, this is so exciting! Moss's shop's finally gonna be open. Steve says, not much, just chilling. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah. Playing
Nearly
this
Friday.
here game.
My $7 bolt came in the mail today.
So expensive. Cool. So we got a fucking, here we go. I told this story the other day. I got all worked up about it. I was expecting some packages today. They were house stuff. I had ordered a bunch of cat food that we needed. And so when I heard the knock on our front door, I was like, oh, the packages are here, Clay. And I wasn't like particularly worried about getting up right then and there. And I knew that his bolt was going to be in there. So I was like, he'll go get that shit. And so he goes and he gets it and he comes back with this box that doesn't seem big enough for the 3 boxes of cat food I bought. And I'm like, what is in that? Your bolt's not going to fit in the 2 feet by 2 feet box. What the fuck is in this box? So I'm just sitting there on the couch staring at him. And
I don't make a sound.
he doesn't make a sound. And I'm like, what is in that box? That's not, I'm literally thinking all these things aloud. Like, that's too small for the cat food. They only
It's
send
both
one
too small
box
and
at
too
a
big for
time?
anything that we are expecting.
Right. I'm really confused by what is in that box, Clay. And he's just over there with the knife, just open it up. And then out pulls a fucking car part.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you guys, he's just not even telling me when he orders car parts, which again, he doesn't have to. It's his own money. It's his own prerogative. Like,
Got me some black seat belts,
his bank
finally.
account, his money, whatever. But I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was expecting stuff that I needed, and then all of a sudden his shit shows up. It's the constant thing with him now. And Steve would like to know about your $7 bolt.
So I bought a very expensive car part from a like a collector kind of thing. Like he's a guy that buys junk cars and pulls good parts out of them and then sells them like on his website. So I bought an expensive part and I can't mount it because there's this like dowel pin that is like, it's not rusted in place, it's just kind of like stuck in place, and it's smooth metal, so I can't pull it out. I can't get a grip on it. So what I have to do is thread it with a tap so that I can screw a bolt into it, and then the bolt will give me something to pull on that I can pull it out. The problem is the size that it is. The tap that I had to use to thread the inner edges of the dowel are like a very uncommon bolt. It is a metric size 11, and most metrics come in even numbered sizes. You can get them all day in 10s, 12s, 14s, 8s, 6s. Getting an M11 is pretty difficult. They do not carry them at any of the hardware places near us. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm ordering a bolt on Amazon. And then, because apparently it's, strangely enough, this metric size 11 bolts, yeah, Rock Auto probably would have had it, but I would have waited just as long to get it from Rock Auto as I did from Amazon. Actually, I do have some Rock Auto credit. I should have looked. Anyways, like, the model that uses it is a Corvette. Apparently, there's some part on a Corvette that uses a metric size 11.
Which makes no sense for a metric bolt to be on a Corvette.
Yeah, I was like, this size 11 bolt goes on a Corvette, but not on my Japanese sports car. So, anyways, bolt came in, it threads in perfectly, so now I just need to find some washers to use as spacers for leverage to pull against it, and then I should be able to pop it out this weekend and hopefully get closer to installing all my stuff back in my car.
This led to a discussion with Clayton and Logan the other day about bolt purchases from Amazon, and I've never heard a conversation as such that's not like, man, these are the things that you discuss when you're old.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get one bolt? Like, they were complaining. I mean, you can tell your story. Is that good? Yeah, it's good.
Well, because Logan was telling a similar story. He's like, I only need one of these, but they only sell them in either packs of 1 or packs of 12, but the pack of 1 is like maybe a third of the price of the pack of 12. So on the off chance you ever need this thing ever again, you're going to pay more by buying 2 separately than you would have just buying more than you need the first time.
The thing about bolts, nuts, screws, nails, it's like we come in mass quantity and we're cheap, or we come in limited quality and we're expensive as fuck.
Right. You make them by the truckload and they cost fractions of a penny, but this very specific one is $7.
Well, I know Logan's talked about it before. That he's got like a bolt guy.
Credit where it's due. This is a very nice bolt. It is a grade 10 bolt. It is a very heavy duty bolt. But yes, Logan, apparently in his town, there's a bolt guy. It's a hardware store, but primarily he just has a bunch of bolts and fasteners and washers.
Which is not probably, profitable for him, but my God, is he not the most popular man whenever you need one fucking bolt?
He's probably retired.
Go see him.
He's probably retired and has a lot of this stuff at his house and just goes, I bet I could sell this stuff.
Yeah, he's Bolt Man.
Irving Boltman. Nice to meet you.
Oh, God. All right, Oma, what you got to tell me about today? there, Doodle. How did you get on with those pesky logs? Oh, how wonderful. Well, then now we can get started with the renovation. Or, well, we could if we had the resources needed.
Alma needs a bolt.
Oh, my. You know, I've got an old donation box you could have. That way, we'll have somewhere to gather all the resources needed to rebuild the house. If you interact with the house you'd like to renovate, we can pop the donation box outside and start collecting donations for the house. Interact with the house you'd like to renovate. We get started. Okay. All I'm really noticing is that we're going back and forth to 2 different areas with a bunch of load screens.
Yeah.
When it says my grandpa is kind of like that, he probably has a full F-18 just
Pieced
out in his garage.
Yeah. That's something that happens. If you are of the type to, like, fiddle with things, you just kind of, like, if you have that curious nature of, like, how does this work? Why does this make this weird rattling noise? Why is this heavier on one side than the other? Shelby has a controller for her Switch, and the sticks were going bad. So I was like, oh, I've got some contact cleaner. I can just take it apart, spray some contact cleaner on the sensor inside the analog stick, and it should, it might not fix it, but it'll buy you some time until it goes bad again. Or maybe it will fix it, who knows? But I opened it, and there's just weights inside it. Like, 2 solid metal weights on each side to make it feel more substantial. I was just like, this is completely unnecessary. They only put them in here so that it feels more substantial to hold, but it also increases the manufacturing costs. It increased the shipping costs, because if you put a pallet of those together, if you removed all the weights, it would weigh a lot less. So they are actively making something weigh more, which cost them more money in manufacturing and shipping, because it felt better to hold than it did without them. I think it felt better without them, because it was just a lighter, easier to hold controller.
Agreed.
It was as light as Logan's like Pro controller, but they artificially made it heftier so that it felt more high quality.
That's exactly what it was. It was just to make it seem like it was higher quality.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
It kind of reminds me, talking about weights, of the mouse that you bought me.
Yeah.
Clayton bought me a new mouse, and this one, I don't know what it is. It's a Logitech, still wireless.
G Pro X. I think it's a G Pro. It's one of the Pro models, because that's why I was so excited about it. I was like, these are expensive, and this thing is on crazy sale.
But there's no weights that came with it. Like my last Logitech mouse, when I got it, there were weights included in it, but not in this one. Check in. Yeah, there is a spot. I had to turn my mouse off to do this, but yeah, there's a spot for it and everything. Mm-hmm. But they didn't include it because this one's more like a gaming.
What are we looking? Touted. Are we looking through a swaying tree here?
We're looking through another house.
Okay.
Good morning, Doodle. I hope you slept well. In my sleeping bag on a hard floor. Yeah, I did. Excellent. I can see something in the distance now. Interesting. After our little celebration last night, I started thinking. Renovating the house made such a big difference to the town. I thought there must be other things we can do to brighten it up around here. What do you say? You think so? Great stuff. Well, truth be told, I hadn't thought much after that.
More of an ideas man.
Out with.
So you figure it out.
Perhaps the other villagers might have some ideas for things they'd like to see in town. If you've got some time today, could you speak with them and find out for me? Great. Thank you, Doodle. Come by my shop when you're done. Oh, your shop is going to be open again? Huh. Fucking write it in the newspaper, guys. A big damn day. Okay. Pip? Are you home, Pip? Hey, Pippers! How's it going? Oh, Doodle. Were you the one who fixed up the house? Oof. You'd never catch me doing anything like that. He's a lazy bum, but wears all this athletic gear.
He's got liquor bottles lined up on the floor.
Oh, it's good. Far too much work. Lots of hassle. Best to not get involved, I say. Anyway, what's up?
Also, liquor bottles on his desk.
Oh yeah, there's trash also behind him. I'll show you once we get
That's
out of
what,
this
yeah,
animation.
I was looking behind him.
No idea. A flower planter or something? All right then. Thanks, I guess. Like, if you look behind him right here on the ground
Yeah.
between his legs, there's a bunch of trash.
He's got a trash bag just shoved behind the couch, yeah.
Yeah, he's just...
He's a pig. That's what it is. He's a pig.
He's a pig. He lives in a pigsty. Okay, and then Ren. The only two villagers other than Oma and Moss. Hey, Doodle. Man, so awesome what you did with that house. It's totally changed the vibe of the town. What's up? Aw, man. I have no idea about those things. Something like a fence or two, maybe? That'd be pretty sweet. Okay. Don't see how there's much room to build fences in this tiny little ass town that we got going on here. Oh.
That's for you to figure out. You're now the city planner.
Oh, there's a mailbox. It's empty, but now I know there's a mailbox. Yeah, how did I become city planner? Oh, Doodle. How did you get on? Great stuff. So they've asked for a flower planter and a fence in town, eh? That doesn't sound like it'd be too much trouble. I don't have anything like that here. Maybe Sally can help out. Who the fuck is Sally? Oh, that's right. I don't think you've met her yet. Good to know. I've met the pig. And the pig. The bull? What is Ren? Bull?
I'd say like a
Cow.
hog.
Maybe he's a cow. He's
yeah,
got a nose
yeah.
thing going on.
It's got like a bull ring, yeah.
Sally is usually busy working away in her workshop on this and that. Oh, the workshop that I couldn't get in earlier. Why don't you swing by and see if she can help us out? Wonderful. Thank you, Doodle. Okay. Just don't want to be harsh, but I feel like there's a lot of going back and forth between this one load screen. Sally the dog! Oh, hey! You must be... Wait. Don't tell me... Doodle! Right? Great. Hey! I'm Sally! So
Hi,
nice
Sally.
to meet you. Hi, Sally. Welcome to my little wooden home. Anyone else see a problem with that statement?
My
Blatantly
little-
brick
Oh, right, yeah.
is blatantly brick. Or, well, my workshop, I guess.
Yeah.
How are you? Anything I can help you with? Oh, how fun. You're after a flower pot and a fence, are you? Ding. Shouldn't be too hard to put them together, I reckon. I'm gonna need some resources, though. Let's see. For the flower planter, I'll need wooden logs, 6, and yellow petals, 2. And let's see. One moment. A cat has requested my attention.
Oh, okay. Of course.
For the fence, I'll need wooden logs. That should do it. I think you can find all those things outside somewhere. Come back when you've gathered everything and we can get to the fun part. Making stuff. Alright, I just need flowers. So I have 15 wood, 2 yellow flower petals. Okay, this is my crafting area. Alright, cool. Thankfully, I took advantage of smacking all those wood earlier, so I already had all the wood I needed. Sally, let's build!
I'm gonna need you to back up a few steps.
Not a chance. I'm gonna stare intently in your blue eyes. How are you getting on? Super. Nice. Okay. Let's get making. Oh. You know what? Why don't you have a go at crafting them? You look like someone who knows their way around a lathe. You know, what do you say? I'm glad you think that, Sally. I think your eyesight's definitely lacking. That's the spirit. See that work area just in front of the stove? That's where you can craft things. You can turn resources into other resources.
You can turn resources into resources.
I've just noticed the color actually changes.
Yes,
It's
there's
pink, and then it's
a gentle scroll. I can do that as well.
Orange. Oh my god. Everyone clap for Clayton. He's learned
All right.
colors.
This font looks like Dosis
Jesus.
I
Not
know
only
that
that, but you
because-
can craft items as well.
because I like the Dosis font.
He likes do-si do.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, give it a go. This craft. All right. Craft one. Select it. Select. Craft. 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 Jeez. I think he wanted more than one. There we go. Wow! Look at you go! That's a pretty fine looking flower planter. This can't be your first attempt at a fence either, eh? This looks so good. Well, I'm sure Moss will be delighted. Oh. Tell him I say hi too, yeah? Thank you! Guess that means we have to go back to Moss now. Shocked he's open. I'm shocked. Oh, Doodle. How did you get on? Oh, well, that really is something. Sally doesn't usually let others touch her tools. She must have taken a liking to you, young'un. Well then, let's get those lovely creations placed out somewhere in town. I trust you can find a good spot for them. Great stuff. Let me know when you're done. Now, this is the part I think that is different from other games.
What's that?
I think it's like literally you can place it anywhere.
Can you not? What do you mean? You should be able to do that in lots of games, right?
Like in Stardew Valley, like you can't necessarily place stuff like in town squares and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But I think this is like specific to like that's what you're trying to do is basically decorate the whole place.
Yeah.
Okay. Decorate the town with the flower planter and fence. I'm really debating on where I want to put the fence. I think I'm going to put the fence just like somewhere where it doesn't really matter. Okay. Why do I have such a left shift? Okay. Tabbed snap toggle. Okay. Literally just one piece of fence. Okay. That's probably, yeah, making sure that it's lined up next to things. That's why that snap too exists. Okay. Okay, that makes sense then. All right, we put that down. Now we've got a flower pot.
I now have a quick button to toggle our mics.
Okay.
So
Hey!
the folks at home will hear this.
I also heard that. He broke the mics, didn't he?
No.
Oh, you came back. I didn't hear you. I just heard, and then you never announced that you were back.
Oh, that's because I was watching The Equalizer.
Oh, okay. So I just thought you were back. I was like, you broke the mics.
Sergio says, "Greetings from California."
What time is it in California?
It is 6:16 in the afternoon, in the evening.
Clayton, I guess you're used to that because you have to work with so many people across the
Oh,
whole fucking state.
yeah.
I get
Wait, is it 7:16 or 16?
I get so it's 7:16.
7:16, yeah.
Actually. I get so angry at Clay, and I'm like, it's 6:30. Why the fuck are you still working? Well, because someone over in California, like, well, that's too damn bad.
I mean, it's either someone in California has a question or somebody in India has a question. And I'm like, it's just as inconveniencing for them because it's like 3 in the morning or something like that.
They're actually scheduled to work those times.
That's true.
Like they're scheduled. They have their schedule offset
they are
to
on their
accommodate America's time because that's who they're working with.
Right.
I got real mad one time when he had to talk to this lady in Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Because our keyboard wasn't fucking working right because they couldn't get the Japanese keyboard fixed. Like it wouldn't trigger.
That was fun.
I think it was like midnight. He literally.
It was 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, he had to get up to go chat with this lady at 1:30. I'm like,
it was 1:30 in the morning for me. It was lunchtime for her.
I was just like, it's her problem. She can't be a little bit more accommodating. You have to accommodate 1:30 in the morning. You guys couldn't meet in the middle somewhere? Like, nothing?
I could have left it to somebody else, but then her problem wouldn't have been solved.
Yeah, and you actually figured out how that happened.
Yeah.
So that when it happened to someone else later on, it was like, oh, I know that fixed. Don't worry about it.
I'm actually glad that I was the one to fix it so that I could learn from it.
How was the flight for you and Meg, Sergio? Also, Clayton has a surprise for you about the JoJo podcast.
Oh, yeah. Let me type it in here.
And then tell him what you did. I'm certain they've
out.
helped liven up the town more than a little bit. I was thinking, with the improvements we're doing to the town, we're soon going to run out of space. And I'm sure you'll start running out of the resources, too, if you consider crafting things. You might have seen, but there's quite a bit of space on the other side of the river. It's not that wide, and I'm pretty sure if you ask Sally nicely, she might help us sort out some kind of a bridge. What do you say? Yes.
Crap.
Oh, by the way, Oma wanted to speak to you about something. Go and have a chat with her when you've got time. So she says Flight 1 was fine. Flight 2 was bumpy AF. Yeah, what is Ren? He's pig. He's pig.
So, Sergio, at that URL on your podcast delivery app of choice, you will find the Help Me Understand independent podcast feed.
Still waiting for Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts to acknowledge it.
Still waiting for them to pick it up. I don't know what's going to happen. One of these days.
Twitter says thankfully that second flight was short. I'm a big fan of, I like direct flights only. But I guess, I'm surprised because y'all are you're coming from a big hub. You're coming from out of the Atlanta airport.
Yeah.
You can't get one straight over into California? I refuse to do layovers between here and Florida. Like, I'm not I know I refuse, especially because of the pandemic. Like no, one and go. Because it's a 2.5 hour, like 2 to 15 hour, depending on which direction you're coming in.
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason to go and lay over somewhere and then have to do another flight. That wastes so much time. So I'm like, I will pay you the extra $50 to save me 4 hours.
Sergio, the thing that was holding it up for so long is I was trying to get the podcast art to a point that I liked it, and I finally got it. I was like, okay, I'm reasonably happy with this. So
I think it's pretty cute.
I'm pretty happy with it.
And I appreciate you recommending it to your coworkers.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I thought it would be nice to reward you for some of the work you're doing improving the town, so I came up with an idea. I'm calling them Mayor Merits, but basically they're rewards so you can unlock by doing small jobs around the town. When you plant trees or whatever, you'll make progress towards a merit and a reward. You'll find a new tab in your backpack where all the merits are listed so you can see how close you are to completing one. Some Mayor Merits are pretty great, even if I do say so myself. Keep an eye on that page. Yeah. It's not actually that surprising. I tend to always want to fly Southwest as well because I hate the fact that I don't have an assigned seat, but I also like that I can bring 2 bags free and I can bring a carry-on. So many of the flight companies, I can't think of the word right now.
Airlines.
They're getting so much pickier than they were 5 years ago when I first started flying.
Yeah.
It was like you basically were always guaranteed that you could have at least a carry-on.
And carry-on.
But now it's like, no. If you're going to get the cheapest one with United, you're guaranteed nothing. You can't even have a carry-on. Then you have to pay more to have an carry-on. And that's it. And I'm like, you fucking shitting me, right? So I don't deal with that. I don't want to deal with it.
When I used to, this was years ago, of course, but when I used to do like weekend trips to Dallas for work, and all I would bring was like a backpack with a few pairs of pants and a box of screwdrivers or like specialty tools that I needed. Like it was pretty nice to just save. I guess it wasn't my money, so what did I care? But like, it was a little bit easier just to be like, all right, I don't have anything. I'm gonna sit on this plane, put my bag between my legs, and then get up, go to my hotel, and go to work.
I don't even know if technically, like, that's not a carry-on per se. It can be counted as a carry-on, but that can also be counted, I think, as like personal item.
Oh,
like,
that's right. Yeah.
But I don't know if you're guaranteed even those with how these new airlines rules are going.
Yeah.
Like, if you have like medical equipment, like we know someone that travels with a medical item, they can't deny you that. Mm-hmm. Like, if you need to have this, obviously with medical items, you don't want to put them as checked items. You need to keep them as a with you item because you need to have guaranteed access to that in case you lose your suitcase. So I don't think they can deny you those type of bags, but I don't want to deal with that shit. So I just fly Southwest, period. And I was really happy because there's 2 major airports. There's obviously like little private airports in Houston, but there's 2 major airports in Houston. And they used to be they only came in and out of Hobby Airport for Southwest, but they've recently started coming in and out of the George Bush Airport, which is great, but the ones going in and out that one are more expensive and far and few between, and there's like no direct flights between here in Florida. So I'm still having to trek it down a little bit for Hobby, but I'll do it. Oh God, Meg says our connecting. First off, she says that's why she keeps flying Southwest is about all the stuff I was bitching about. Our connecting flight was delayed over an hour today because a middle school band had their flight canceled. And they were literally throwing them on any flight going to SoCal.
Oh.
The pilot told us the airline would compensate for the delay, though, so that was unexpected. That is shocking. Shocked. I'm sure. Normally it's like, you're fucked. That's a you problem.
Mhm.
God, that sucks because you have to be careful with this being a middle school band. You can't just put the kids on any flight. Like, you can't just be like, hey, we're gonna stick these 5 kids on this flight and then all the adults on this flight. Like, no, you can't do that. You have to have a parent with those kids. Like, airline doesn't require that because you can have like minors that fly alone. But the school rules most of the time require it. Like, you can't just abandon the kids on
Oh,
fucking
that's
plane.
right. The outage from Southwest.
What happened in the outage with Southwest in the holidays?
They were losing their employees because of their outdated systems.
Are you telling me I can go become a Southwest airline flight attendant right now?
No, when I say losing them, like they were losing track of where they were on the planet. They were misplacing their own employees because as flights would get delayed or canceled, and those would like domino effect, their systems weren't built on live data. They were built on predicted data. So when the predicted data was wrong in enough places, they were just like, yeah, we have like hundreds of people that are supposed to be here, but because their flights were either diverted, canceled, delayed, we don't know where this person is on the planet.
Our system died basically and stranded their employees.
Yes.
So that sounds like a really good opportunity if you work IT and software. Man, Southwest was begging for you to be with them, contracting with them to fix that shit.
Right. So it's a domino effect of this person can't be found, and they're supposed to crew this flight. Well, they're not on that flight, so we have to cancel that flight. And that flight's cancellations cause issues with every other connecting flight that the crew on that plane is supposed to be at. Because when that plane is supposed to land in Tennessee or wherever, those people obviously aren't there to get on different flights that are leaving Tennessee. So it's a domino effect, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And it basically crippled their whole system of just like, yeah, we don't know where most of our workforce is.
Meg, I don't remember you telling us about this. About how it took you guys 3 days to get to Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I got to hear that terrible experience.
Because their system is built on a best case scenario, and when you start to stray far away from that best case scenario, it can't update to compensate.
I'm not gonna lie. Still gonna go fly Southwest.
Yeah.
They still are superior to everyone else's bullshit.
I mean, it's a bad computer environment. Like they're not the only people that have that. They're not the first, and they won't be the last.
No. Next is a combo of their system being outdated, and then they don't use a hub system. They're gonna have to make some changes, which is how a lot of companies learn.
That's where it starts to get frustrating. If it happens once, okay, you've learned your lesson. Everybody gets one.
Exactly. Second time, unexcusable.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't have this happen twice and go, well, we didn't know. Yes, you did know because it's happened before.
That right there was what we've all been begging for from Animal Crossing.
What? I didn't see.
This right here.
Crafting like more than one at a time, or what?
Crafting more than one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Swear to God, bait in Animal Crossing, man.
Well, Team 17 was like, well, if you can't do it in Animal Crossing, we'll make our own game.
Mike says, it was a time. We were at the airport morning of the 24th.
Oh,
Canceled our
that's
flight.
right.
We got rebooked on a flight morning of the 25th. Then that was canceled the night before, and we finally got out the morning of the 26th. There were people sleeping everywhere. And I'm scared of how... I should say flight delays, because they canceled yours. I assume once they say it's canceled, it is straight up canceled. But when we had to go to New York fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 years ago, actually. It was 5 years ago, January.
Mhm.
We were at the airport. We were flying JetBlue. This was not Southwest. And it was earlier in the day. We had a flight, and then it was like, okay, well, the flight's going to be delayed. And it was like originally delayed like 30 minutes, an hour. Okay, like 2 hours. And then it was like, it's going to be like 9 o'clock at night before we're going to get to leave. And me and Clay, like, we were still new to flying. I think I had flown at this point 3 times, and Clay hadn't really had to start flying himself yet for his work. So we were flying newbies, basically. So we were like, well, do we just go home? Like, we got up super early for this flight. We just, like, take a lift back home, waste, like, $50 there, 50 back, sleep for a couple hours, and then come back when it's closer to when they're saying the flight's going to leave. And we were like, no, let's just, I don't know, let's just wait. And we were kind of still debating it, talking it out, deciding what we were going to do. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, actually, the flight's going to leave in the next hour. We were like, for fuck's sake, we would have missed our flight. Operating off of a delay that they just backed up. And it was all because of weather, so like it was changing. But we didn't know at that point that they could push it out and also pull it back in like that, because we would have been screwed. I totally been screwed, so now we know better. But I've never had a flight straight up canceled on me before, so I've never had to experience that. I don't know. Hell, I guess that's what that becomes to deal with. How's it going, teammate? Looks like you got all the wood we need. Super! Threw together a quick design, that's scary, for a bridge that I think will work. Do you want to have a go making it? Bit of a big project for your first build, but I know you're up to the task. Awesome. See the design table just there, with all the drawings and paper on it? That's where you can turn designs into real objects. Interact with it to get started. Okay, Meg says canceled. It's canceled. Once they get to that point, they ain't no going back. Okay. Choose an existing design. Bridge. That looks like a pretty decent bridge.
We're just happy it was a direct flight, so we didn't get stranded anywhere. We could just go home. We didn't check bags. Yeah, that's critical.
Oh, I bet baggage claim was hell. Okay. Even the baggage claim in Wisconsin was bad. That would have been where we'd have been screwed, because I usually bring, whenever it's me and Clay, the suitcase is a big suitcase. And so it cannot be a carry-on. It has to be checked. Whenever it's just us traveling alone, the bags that we always take are small enough to be a carry-on if we need it to be a carry-on versus being checked.
Hit the button.
If we were traveling together, we'd have been fucked. Now that all that's left is to find a good place for it. I'll leave that in your capable hands, teammate. Alright, so I have to pick where my bridge is gonna go. Sorry, I want the bridge, it's not gonna let me do it.
The best thing we ever got was our carry-on bags.
This screen got a lot more complicated all of a sudden. Oh, this is because it's merits. Okay. This is my...
Easily. Good. I'm glad they came in handy.
There it is. Okay, that's what I thought.
It's basically Death Stranding.
Well, well. What a magnificent bridge. Well done, Doodle and Sally. You've truly outdone yourselves. My teammate Doodle did all the work, really. I just gave him the design. Oh, our little town is growing up. It brings a tear
It's
to
a
my
bridge.
eye.
Relax.
Seeing the lovely things you've been doing for us, Doodle. You know, I'm sure there are other folks out there who'd love to come live with us here. In fact, I'm certain one or two visitors at my inn mentioned they'd be interested in moving. Sadly, we don't have any houses for them to move into, though. Ah, but we do! With a little bit of work, Doodle here put together enough resources to renovate one house. I'm sure if we ask nicely, they'll help us with the second one. See, I told you, Moss. Seriously, though, that would be wonderful of you, my dear. Here's another donation box. Do what you did last time and interact with the house to place it outside. Then we can fill the donation box with resources, and in no time we'll have a delightful new home for a new villager to move into. Okay. Go find a beat-up house. And put box in front of beat-up house. Donation box.
Yeah, put it in front of the door so they can't get in.
40 logs needed. Okay. Next is I'm going to put the link to the one I convinced Sergio to get. Mine is an older hand-me-down. Yeah. We need good luggage. Oh, that's right.
I don't think I need good luggage. I don't plan on getting on a plane.
Right, sorry. I need good luggage. I need some good, but kind of bigger luggage when I go to Europe. So, when Logan came to visit us last, he had, something on his bag. Do you remember what it was? Like a...
He's got his... Well, I don't know if he uses it anymore. At one point, he had, like, his solar USB charger.
No, he had something on it to identify his bag, and you were like, "What is that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's how I know that's my black bag
like
from everyone else's fucking
Pink
black
bracelet
bag."
or something like that? It was something colorful.
And you were like, "That's actually pretty smart."
It was something, like, kind of worn out and beat up, but it was sturdy enough to stay on there through the baggage process. And I was like, what is this ratty old, like, string on there? He was like, oh, that's my, like, that's how I know it's my bag. I was like, I take back everything I just said. That's genius.
Because if you get a black bag, if everyone else has a black bag too. That's how we ended up with purple at one point. 'Cause it's like, no one's going to get purple.
There were several purple ones.
I mean, they weren't as bad as all the black luggage, though.
Exactly, yeah. But even trying to be different, there was plenty of other difference.
The one thing I don't like about these controls is I press E to use my tool.
Now you can remap it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. But the minute I remap it, I'm gonna forget. So I expect I should be using left click instead.
Speaking of remapping, I've got some new buttons on my Stream Deck.
Oh yeah, he's using the Stream Deck now. He's a big boy.
I re-imaged my PC last night. Got Windows 10 Pro on it. So I can connect to our broadcast machine with remote desktop connection. And I can connect my Stream Deck over remote desktop connection. So the buttons I press here at my desk are executed in the other room.
Isn't he just fancy boy?
I-
All his fancy stuff.
Very excited about it. I got a little button that tells me that we're live. Got a little button that tells me our mics are hot.
Yeah, the live was one he just set up right as we were in the countdown. He's like, I'm going to set this up so we know if we go down.
I'm going to make a fade to black button. So at the end of the stream, I can press one button, fade to black, other button to exit the or to cancel the stream.
All right, well, I guess I have to take down some trees. I'm going to take down this tree.
Do the stumps go away eventually, or you just end up with a bunch of stumps?
I think, well, something tells me I'm probably going to get more tools.
Stump grinder.
I'm looking more like a shovel is what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
This is like right in front of your house. Let's clear that up.
Conifer seeds.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go see if we can maybe plant a tree too. Let's see how we do that.
Pretty good tree falling sound effect. Yep, you need a tool of some sort.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably gonna have to hoe, maybe.
Put the hoe in Hokko life.
Okay, so that's... Ha! I think you're so funny. Oh my god! So yesterday... Let me make sure I put the right number of blocks in here. Legos! Do we have any naan? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we do. Because I just went to Costco not that long ago and I bought a big bag of naan. And he likes eating naan just like
Yeah, it's my
from the freezer. He
midnight snack.
frosts it and like puts peanut butter on it.
Yeah, peanut butter naan. Ooh, that's good stuff.
And he's like, no, I think, and I was like, well, go check the freezer. Okay, go check the freezer. Because I don't see anything. Okay, go check the fridge freezer combo place. Okay, it goes in there and I don't see nothing. He's like, well, I mean, you did make 2 meals that we ate them with. I'm like, did we since I went to Costco? Yes. He said
I was also accounting for the
look.
fact that sometimes I will just stand at the microwave and eat 4 to 5 pieces of naan, and there's only, what, like 10 to a pack.
And I'm just like, but I swear I just bought naan. And I'm like, did you check underneath the pizza in the freezer? And he's like, I'll go back. I think you went back and checked the big freezer a second time.
I did. I picked it
And you
up
were like,
and looked.
No, there's no naan.
Didn't see a naan.
Okay. So today I go to get some chicken out of the big freezer to make us lunch. And I pull the pizza up, grab the chicken there, and I look. Right next to the chicken is the brand new bag of fucking naan. And the big freezer's in his office downstairs, and he's on a fucking call. And I just turn to him and give
staring
him
a hole in the back of my head.
And he's like off mute, having a meeting, and I'm like, guess what? There's the fucking naan. And he was like, I swear I didn't see it.
So we have naan, is what she's saying.
Oh god, I called him out in the middle of his fucking meeting.
Yeah.
He was mic hot and everything. And I was like, well, you know, whoever it is, I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Meg put a link in there. It's an LL Bean. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling duffel bag, medium size. Okay, cool. And I assume that's the one that you use that you can use with Southwest and you can use it as carry-on. So be good because that's who we use too. Huh, well, won't you just look at that? Another house beautifully restored. I must say, you really made a big difference since arriving here, Doodle. It makes me smile to see how much our little town is growing. Oh, I wonder who's going to be our first lucky new resident. How exciting.
How about me? I don't have a house.
No, we do. We have a house.
We have a
Back
room.
there.
We have a bed in a room. We don't have a house.
We have a sleeping bag in a room.
Yeah.
This calls for celebration, I think. We having a party? We're having a party! With 2 new people I don't...
Who's
well,
the rabbit?
The pig was there before, but the rabbit's brand new with the plaid.
With the half-duck
untucked,
rabbit.
Unpulled tie. Here I gotta look, bro. Everybody! I'm very happy to announce that the renovation of our second home is complete. All thanks to the wonderful Doodle here. Another great job done, Doodle. Town feels very different now those old buildings have been replaced, I must say.
Shelby, I want you to notice something.
What?
They are all swaying at the same time.
I hate you.
I just noticed it and I can't stop looking at this.
It's not like their upper bodies too. It's it's their feet. Their feet are swaying too.
It's their
like
feet and shoulders, yeah.
The whole person is like I sway.
The room is swimming.
But my feet stay still.
Uh-huh.
Their feet are moving too.
Yeah, they're shuffle stepping.
Oh god. Really? Did you just say you renovated a new house? Oh, yes. Doodle here helped us renovate a house. Our little town is growing.
Benny the bunny.
Yeah, Benny the bunny. Don't suppose you have someone in mind for that new home? Now that you mention it, we don't actually. Oh, are you interested, Benny? I know you've been talking about moving for a while now.
Yeah, the wife kicked me out.
I'm not sure. Weren't you just saying how much you were fed up with your job? Oh, fed up with your wife. Well, yeah, but packing everything up and moving away is a big change. That's true, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe I'm biased, but I think you should definitely move here. Doodle, you moved in recently. What do you think? Do it. Well then. You know what? You've convinced me. Tomorrow I'm gonna hand in my resignation, so I can't pay rent for that house. Yay!
Also, it's not too close to a school, is it? I can't live too close to a school.
Yeah, he definitely has that look, Benny. It won't take me that long to pack either.
I don't know
That
anything.
settles it then, right? I own the clothes on my body, and that's it. You won't regret it, Benny. And now that we have Doodle here helping out around town, I'm sure it's just going to keep getting better and better. Oh, how exciting! You'll love it here, Benny. I think another big thank you is in order. Thank you, Doodle, for renovating the house and providing a home for our newest resident, Benny. Yes, thank you, Doodle. Good job, Doodle. You must be exhausted after all that work. Maybe we should call it a night there. Aye. Besides, we need our energy to help Benny move in tomorrow. I have to help him move too. Fucking fix his house.
Benny says, "Who can I sleep with tonight?"
Oma.
I won't be going back to my wife.
Oma. Not me. 1 second. I hear a car alarm. I just want to check and make sure it's not ours.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's Benny. Trying to steal our catalytic converter.
So you need to go check the bedroom window because I can't see it from the angle here.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, you really don't have to. I can manage myself, you know. Nonsense. With a little bit of help, the task will be done in no time. Okay, well, if you don't mind, we'd love to help you move into your new home. Now, I think it's time for us all to get a good night's rest before the big day tomorrow. All right. Oh, okay. Thanks for helping, Oma. I think that's the last of the boxes. It really was no trouble, dearie. Ah, Doodle. We've just finished moving Benny into his new home. Thank God I didn't have to help. Although in reality, I do actually like helping people move. I enjoy moving. You know, I can already feel my mood lifting. The house is really great, Doodle. I would never have the energy for such a renovation project. Now I've just got to unpack. Or maybe it's time for a nap. Oh God, he's like Pip the pig. He just wants to nap all the time.
You don't even have that much to unpack. The only things you own are nail clippers and a jar of mayonnaise.
Gross. It's not mayonnaise. Was it our car?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's still
I
the
just
morning,
figured I'd come
Benny.
back and sit down even though our car alarm's going off.
Well, I heard the alarm stop, so I thought you went downstairs and turned
Oh.
it off.
No.
Or came to tell me, hey, we need to go check out the yard together. Like, sorry, guys. We gotta go, because we gotta go hunt whatever's in our yard down with a
I'll
flashlight.
be right back. I'm taking the sword with me.
Oh, there were a lot of boxes to move. 2 boxes, Benny. You had 2 boxes. Yeah, but they were still heavy. You can have your nap if you like, Benny. This is a stress-free town, my dear, and what could be more stress-relieving than a good nap, eh? If I may. Oh, this is the pig that's never talked. Now that we're done with the move and the paperwork is completed, I'd like to have a word with you both, Oma and Doodle.
The
What?
pig, the pig's name is Rosa.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
Why is that
probably a reference to Porco Rosso.
good? Oh, okay. This sounds interesting. What's on your mind, Rosa? It was Rosa, wasn't it? Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rosa. We know. I run a well-established real estate company in this area. I've seen the work you've been doing here, Doodle, and I must say I'm impressed.
How would you like to sell out?
The town really has quite the attractive location. I feel it would be a great opportunity for everyone if I were to set up an office here. I have a solid group of contacts and would be able to assist in the construction of future property. With your consent, I could have my office set up by tomorrow.
All I have to do is kick Benny out of his house, and I have a workspace.
Yeah. Would that be something you'd be interested in? As I
Then we
say, it would be quite the opportunity for you.
We can tear down all these houses and set up condos.
Yes.
Be a resort.
Yes.
Like
Oh
Osaka.
my. All sounds That's Yakuza tomorrow. That all sounds very official, doesn't it? What do you think? Should we build some more houses? It would be lovely to have more residents and friends here. Very good. I'll
For a
begin
moment
the
there-
paperwork.
I thought it was going to actually be a choice of yours, but I guess not.
I honest to God thought it was going to be too, but it wasn't. I thought it was going to be something like, trying to keep it individualistic versus
Yeah,
corporate.
You're gonna fight the Joja Mart.
Exactly. So proud of you. You only know it because it's JoJo. I
that was
arranged everything with my people.
Oh, I was like, that's not JoJo. That's Stardew Valley.
I've already taken the liberty of getting clearance for a new building in the town center, and the construction will be complete tomorrow. Take up these fucking people, man.
Just springing up overnight. Everything is done in one night.
With that, then, I'll bid you all a good day. Please do come by the office tomorrow when it is completed. Good day. Good day.
Living in this town must be a nightmare. You could go out of town for a week, and then by the time you get back, everything literally it's a different city than when you left.
Yeah. Oh, I got mail. Well done on completing another mayor merit. Here's your reward.
Oh, it's a cannabis plant.
Ha. Oh, lovely.
Ren wants to buy your cannabis plant.
Hey. So I was
Fighting against the
walking
Dio
around
Mart.
just now, and I thought, wow, aren't trees amazing? Right? You get me. And I thought, hey, we should totally have more trees. Give me the
Phenomenal
fucking shovel.
camera angles.
What do you think? Right on, right on, right on. I thought, Doodle is totally the right kind of person to make that kind of thing happen. You want to plant some trees? Must been plant something.
You
For
want
his
to smoke some
surfing.
trees?
Yeah. His do I want to surf or skate today mood. So yeah, I don't have a shovel or anything, and I reckon you kind of need one of those plant trees.
Where were you gonna skate? There's no places to skate. It's all dirt and grass.
There's that one brick bridge between the town
Yeah.
and the city center.
We're gonna session the bridge.
You don't have like one like on you or anything? Bummer. Maybe you can craft one? Got this crafting recipe here you could use. Alright. Found some seeds we can use, so come back when you're sorted the shovel, yeah? Alright, sir. Well, I was in the middle of trying to plant another fucking plant on the other side of this bridge, so priorities, sir. Okay. Now, question. Can I see how... Okay, I can see. So in here, in crafting, I know I need a wooden plank and I need wooden logs. So I need 2 wooden logs to make a plank, and I need 3 wooden logs, so I need 5 total, and I only have 2. Let's go whack some trees.
Why do you not? Oh, okay. I was like, you just passed 2 of them.
No, I'm picking which trees I want to take down.
Oh, see, I would just indiscriminately tear down the first ones I came to.
No, I like how some of them are set up. And some I want to get rid of. There's 3 on this cluster. That's totally enough.
might have been the few that you needed.
Probably was. Can't wait to get a fucking shovel. Maybe that'll solve the issues with these damn stumps everywhere. Drive me crazy. Hey, Ben. What's up? So, because it's been kind of cold lately, I've actually had our electric blanket on our bed. And let's just say it has become a favorite item among Texas and
Yeah.
Sparrow. I'm not kidding you. I opened up the bedroom for them to come out and play throughout the house for their playtime today. And they just don't want to leave the bed. And Sparrow, like, straight up lounges on the fucking bed. Like, stretched out as much as her little tiny little legs can stretch out.
Yeah, stretched out for what she is.
For what she is. Just laid on her side like, I'm living the life. And she just loves that electric blanket. It's so cute. And I came up today, like, hours later, and I was like, y'all have got to fucking leave this room. And she, like, sits her head up, and her hair on her head was, like, sticking straight up.
Yeah.
She had straight up bed head.
Uh-huh.
But God, she was adorable. But yeah, I'm got a little chill and was thinking about that because we're still having a little bit of cold weather here. All right, teach me how to plant. Gave me some.
Yeah, you would have seeds on you, wouldn't you, Ren?
Always. Oh, ho, ho! Holy shit balls.
Can't do that in Death Stranding.
You can't do that in fucking Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, I should say.
This entire game is a feature request of Stardew and Animal Crossing.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, merit. I got a bag of cash.
Bag o' cash.
We haven't bought any.
Hawk o' life.
Fuck is going on outside tonight? I think someone's just laying on their horn out there. Alright. Okay. Now that I've done that. Oh, nope. I want to put that there.
Oh, do you still have the dirt in your inventory?
Let's check. Dirt.
Or the clay. So, here's a test. Dig and fill the same hole multiple times and see if you end up with remaining dirt. Oh, I see. So go one square over and dig and fill another hole.
Okay.
And now fill it.
Going to. Hold on.
Now check your inventory. Yep, you get free clay.
I would not have thought to do that.
Each square can be mined one time for one clay. But you can't do repeatedly, so you don't have to, like, or maybe it's a chance. Maybe it's a percentage that you'll get clay for it. But maybe once you do it, you can't get it from the same spot.
Don't know.
Either way, you don't have to have a bunch of divots in your yard just to get clay. She's thinking about it.
Did I put one in there?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah,
put it
you
in
put
there
one
and
in there.
it filled it up, so I can also just get clay that way too. Okay. Switching between tools I have is cumbersome.
Is it not just scroll wheel?
No.
Huh.
Scroll wheel
Surprising.
zooms me in and out.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna do one there. I'm just gonna go around and put my holes. He wants me to do 6, so one there. There.
Don't understand why you haven't gotten clay out of these.
I don't know why I haven't got clay out of those.
Huh. Surprising.
Okay, so I want to figure out All right, I want to pick my seeds.
Okay.
Okay, you have to hit E to get back. Okay.
And then Q is your quick switch.
Q brings it out to me.
Yeah.
R gets me to this line of what I can choose, and then I can use key arrows, and then have to hit E to select the thing that I want.
Yeah, and then Q will put it away again.
Correct.
Little clumsy. Small price to pay for the other things you get to do.
Yeah. All right, we've planted. Now, I want to get this out of my quick bar. Okay, that's how I do that. Okay, cool. So now my quick bar. Nope, it's still there.
It's just your most recent things.
So I'm curious about why I only play certain places give me clay and certain places don't. So
I don't know.
that gave me clay. Maybe because it's near the water's edge.
Yeah, near the water. Yep.
That didn't give it to me.
But even it looks like even still, it's not a certain thing. It's a good chance that you'll get it.
But not a guarantee.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a map of tiles, and they become less and less common away from the water. You get sand if you dig there.
That's what I'm gonna. Oh, I was just gonna test here and see if I get sand.
Oh, it just makes a spot.
I wonder where I have to go to get sand. Can I get
Yes.
closer? No. Chance driven.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can't do it on that area because that's like a walking area. Okay.
All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock,
Let me go talk to
And I-
Ren and end my day.
and I know you're hungry.
Hey, Ren, I planted your trees.
These
Awesome.
camera angles are terrible.
You totally did. And I just tried to change it and I skipped
Every
it.
single one of them is awful.
Yeah, I can't change them.
It's funny.
These little tree babies are going to grow up into big tree people. How epic is that? You know what else would be epic? More flowers. Right?
I need you to plant these flowers behind my house, and don't tell anybody about them.
Sweet. So yeah, I reckon old Moss is good for hooking us up with some flower seeds. That guy sells everything except roof tiles. He's just gonna have something that'll suffice, but not roof tiles.
Right.
Swing the shop
Supplementary
by the shop
reptiles.
and see what he's got. All right, let's go back to our house. I assume sleeping at least saves.
It beat Benny over there.
What's up, Ben? Okay. Sleep until tomorrow. Been here for a week already. Oh, I can save here too. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was worried about that. So, oh, I can wait. Can I move? Look at me. Fancy
home
move
designer
that
over here.
Seatbelt. Sleeping bag. I mean seatbelt. Swinging my
Seatbelt.
damn car seatbelts.
Seatbelts are mine. You can't have my seatbelts.
All right, well that's Hokko life. I may play around with it a little bit more. It was cute. There's some cool things about it that aren't in other games, and there's some other things that are kind of annoying, like frustrating about it, like having to go in and out, in and out, in and out of one area. But that's gonna do it for us tonight. So make sure you go to our Twitter and Discord where you can get our schedule for the rest of the week, and you can go to our Instagram to see the pictures. And go to our website, carpetboredom.com, to get links to all of our socials and check out our 2 podcasts, which Clayton mentioned already. The Help Me Understand podcast has its own RSS feed.
Yep.
Tomorrow is Right, yay! So, it's me and Clayton back with Yakuza 3 Remastered, hunting down some sub-stories before we move forward in the main storyline.
Yep.
So make sure you come back for that tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. But until then, have a lovely night!
Right.